Who the hell is that at this hour? It's literally midnight.
Hey, I'm here for ScalyCon! Nice costume!
Costume? What?
I love the fur details. Man, you almost look real, aside from the dopey eyes. Did you use faux fur or acrylics? I like the cave as decoration. It has a certain je ne sais quoi.
It's not a costume, you albino ramen noodle. I'm a real dragon. Now get your fur-suited ass off my property before I cook you in that thing like a sweaty twink in a blanket.
Wait, I know you. Shade? Shade Nocturne? Oh my god, it's been millennia! Where have you been?
Do I know you?
Come on, it's me, Jinlong! You remember Uncle Smaug and Grandpa Shenron? I'm your cousin! Like, 13 and a half times removed. Remember when we were kids? You called me Noodle Face? And you used to pull my whiskers and threaten to cut them up like sushi? Good times!
Wait. Yeah, actually, I think I do. Geez, you haven't changed a bit.
Neither have you, my grumpy DeviantArt username friend. Well, since I wandered all the way here, let's hang out, watch a movie, have a beer, or something. No, actually, I hate beer. I despise it. Anything but that.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time I let someone in here, we ended up talking about a shitty movie. Like, I got The Lion King pulled up for later, and...
No way. You're a Lion King fan? A Pridelander? A Hakuna Matata? I knew it! We're gonna get along swell. Last one to the couch is a little bitch!
No, wait, just... Hakuna Matata, my asshole. Fucking people keep breaking into my house, swear to God.
What is this? The fuck is this?
The Lion King, what's wrong?
You just got the Animal Planet documentary reboot Disney made? Is this when you ask Mom if you can get the Lion King and she says we have the Lion King at home? This is the Lion King at home.
No, it's Lion King in my home. Welcome to my entire life. Look, it's either this or I cut up your whiskers like sushi.
Fine, let's do it.
Glad you're seeing things my way. Be prepared, this is gonna hurt.
Trust me, I know.
We open on the sun rising as the classical piece Circle of Life is triumphantly and beautifully recreated. Trust me, that is not something I can say for the rest of what's rehashed here.
You know, I heard that there were only like 2 scenes in this whole movie that were actually filmed in Africa. This was one of them. Imagine the lucky photographer who got paid thousands to stay in a 5-star hotel in Africa just to film 6 seconds of the fucking sunrise.
Are you kidding? They funneled all their travel money into the computer-generated animals and recreating a real place perfectly in an air-conditioned room. That poor bastard probably slept in a cardboard box and got taken out to the savannah on a moped with half a tank of gas. Oh, shit, right, the movie.
I'd say I lost my place, but if you saw the original, then you know where we are. Actually, you know where everything is, all the time. Nothing different here, at all. Oh my gosh, it's Aslan!
It's the
Wow, I can feel the enthusiasm. Yay, I'm standing here at 5 a.m. just to watch a fucking monkey lift a lion who'll certainly one day eat me.
So meanwhile, in a dark and dank cave, not unlike my own, a miserable dark lion, Scar. Do I even need to? It's Scar. Scar misses his chance at lunch to give a soliloquy, and trades the rodent for one with wings.
Well, look who's come down to mingle with the commoners.
Sarabi and I didn't see you at the presentation of Simba.
Is that a challenge? Not always, Scar. One day, it'll be my son who rules. Simba would be your king.
Wow. James Earl Jones did not want to do this shit again. He sounds like he's 2 days from retirement. The guy's a legend, but...
What am I gonna do with him?
Yikes. It seems like through the whole movie they did 3 takes and were like, okay, cut, that's it, we're done. Nobody's horrendous. Well, okay, maybe not nobody, but no one is that good. Cut to some time later, and Simba's grown into a young cub, so his dad takes him out on a patrol of the lands, where we see some awful camera angles, horrible composition, and slow-motion footage of gazelles for seemingly no reason.
You ruled all of that?
Yes,
And beyond those shadows?
you must not go there, Simba.
I can't get over this. Please skip to the part where he dies already, because at this point he's begging for it.
If Zazu was annoying and had that strict teacher personality in the original, at least he had a great voice to compensate. Now he's just annoying. Good God, shut the fuck up!
Ready for some fun?
Wait, now Mufasa is the one who tells Simba to hunt Zazu? For fun? That's not a playful father and son moment, that's plain being an asshole to your employee. So much so that he fucking flies away. Congrats, you hurt his feelings now.
Oh well, Zazu comes back anyway to warn them about the hyenas.
I can help.
No, son. You stay with the other cubs.
I am not a cub.
I'm done. I can't do this. Please, can't we just watch the good one?
Buckle up, Buttercup. We're far from done here. Simba goes back to the Pride, but gets sidetracked chasing a beetle until his famous dialogue with Scar. James Earl Jones butchered his role alright, but just wait to see how Scar slowly disintegrates.
An elephant graveyard is no place for a young prince.
An elephant graveyard?
Oh, I've said too much. Burning pools of oozing mud.
Rotting bones? Oozing mud?
If you think Simba's a little annoying and trying too hard, just letting you know he's probably the best one in this movie. Hey, I said the best in the movie, I didn't say it was good. Anyway, Simba goes with Nala with Zazu tagging along like in the original, except now, Zazu's 10 times more annoying.
We have an imminent threat. Something is approaching. Oh, wait, scratch that. That's my own shadow.
Oh my god, kill him, Simba!
Just watch. I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Here comes the musical number we all know and love. I just can't wait to be king. It's exactly the same, except Zazu puts less heart in it than Dennis Hopper playing Tony the Tiger. And all the bright, colorful visuals have been replaced by a whole lot of running. Just running. In fact, I think all the songs have been reduced to just this.
Simba! I can't see you, Simba! You must be by sight at all times! I know what you're doing! You can't hide from me, Simba! It is my sworn duty to keep you safe! I'm sorry to flutter about in your face. Have you seen it's a little...
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Somebody please make him stop Mariah carrying the shit out of the song thinking it sounds good.
To be king.
And the Oscar for the worst rebooted ending ever goes to... Wait, no. That goes to a certain other song in this National Geographic documentary monstrosity.
So they finally arrive at the graveyard. Remember when Nala was fun and rambunctious and actually made a good compliment to Simba's personality? Yeah, now she's a goody two-shoes and wants to go home and avoid trouble. Lame.
Danger? Ha! I laugh in the face of danger.
Ha 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 ha
ha ha ha.
We weren't expecting guests today.
The hyenas this time are led by Shenzi, but instead of Whoopi Goldberg's memorable and recognizable voice, she's played by this lady, who sicks her whole pack on the two.
But Mufasa's bloodline will end here!
Shenzi, he has balls and a selection of wives. His bloodline is as secure as Pornhub's revenue. As they surround the two kitties, Mufasa shows up in a much lamer, more realistic way. Just runs in and cleans house. That's it.
In the original, and yes, you will hear that a lot, he only had to fight 3 hyenas, and he dropped in like Superman and fucked their shit up. Here he's coming in like a bowling ball from Wii Sports Bowling.
Nice.
Okay, they want to be all realistic? Fine. Then in good old Mother Nature's laws, he'd be fucking dead right about now. Or do you think a single lion can march in the middle of 30 hyenas and get out of there alive?
After escaping, Nala is sent home and Mufasa reprimands Simba. Kinda like he spilled milk on the carpet. It would have taken a whole fuck ton of paper towels to clean that mess up, but James Earl Jones sounds ready to break for lunch in this scene.
You deliberately disobeyed me. Do you understand what's at stake? I'm only brave when I have to be.
It's pretty funny how he's supposed to be scolding his son for nearly getting himself and another person killed, yet Simba's same face syndrome isn't going away anytime soon.
Do you understand what's at stake?
Then we cut to Scar paying a visit to the hyenas. Here, without the zebra leg and people referring to Scar like they know him already, it comes across like he's just stumbling in. And with the dramatic speech about feasting for a lifetime, he seems to be bartering with them. So another pointless change. What else did they fuck up? Oh, be prepared, I fucking love this song! Best visuals, best bad guy.
Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial is simply why I'll respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am! Be prepared.
Excuse me, but I do believe that's some ass.
2 minutes? One of Disney's most emblematic villains and most emblematic songs was cut down to bordering on 2 fucking minutes? Ironically, minus the soliloquy, this version is closer to the original script before it was modified in the movie, where Scar was just considering the hyenas in his plan. Funny how going back to the original idea, they butchered the song even more. Also, not to knock the guy, but Scar's talk singing, 1. This guy, 0. That's bias, I know, but screw it.
Also, what is that I hear?
Prepare for the murkiest scam.
Oh, did you hear that? Let me just play it again.
Prepare for the murkiest.
I guess the mic wasn't prepared because someone in that $260 million production line didn't catch the pop on the most famous Disney villain's iconic song. Oh, this is a new generation though, Shade. A generation that doesn't need your silly cartoons and your good writing and your fun. We have popping microphones and Disney remakes. We fucking peaked.
Okay, Boomer.
It ends with a cute little shot of the moon as if to insult the original even further by trying to resemble its final scene.
Moving on, we finally get to one of the most important parts, the stampede scene. Happens mostly the same as the original with a few minor changes in dialogue.
So the stampede scene is as it was, except with a lot more emotionless faces. And then comes the moment that taught kids to cry and parents why not to trust Disney.
Long live the king!
When did Mufasa become a ragdoll?
Long live the king, motherfucker!
He just... So this is the part Simba sees his father dead on the ground. This time without displaying a single shed of emotion. You know, I expected to cry during this part. Not of laughter, though.
Scar tells Simba to fuck off, and then makes that pointless by sending the hyenas to kill him after a good head start. Which Simba escapes with the help of God, cause no fucking way did this happen by chance. Then we're back to repeating the same old, where Timon and Pumbaa find Simba exhausted, and we're introduced to their new voices.
I'm Pumbaa. This is Timon.
Okay, I do the counting
I
here.
want to count.
Why don't we count together?
Well, it's not god-awful. They did try, and you can tell in later parts. They read their lines convincingly, and Seth Rogen's voice gets a giggle out of me. Give him a pass, I guess. They teach Simba their motto, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries.
Actually, it means fuck it.
And they sing their gloriously hedonistic song, embracing a life so carefree, Simba loses control over his body and rapidly ages. Meanwhile, having been told of Mufasa's accident and believing Simba dead as well, the Pridelanders surrender to Scar and his army of laughing, joking numbnuts, or rather his dead-eyed, humorless army of darkness, because this is the grittier, more realistic version we all wanted. A new addition to the story is to make Scar a member of the Brain Cell Forums.
Long ago, you chose Mufasa over me, but now there is a new king, so stop being so selfish.
Okay, weird thing to add. What, was he not more evil when he didn't give a shit about anyone? What's next? He secretly loved Simba like a son? We don't need this. Nala grows up, and one night she decides to escape and find help. From who, I don't know. Frankly, if she didn't find Simba, I think she would eventually find her own Timon and Pumbaa and embrace a passive fuck-it life. Also worth noting, this newly added scene shows her escape from the Pride Lands, and it's actually pretty tense. With help from Zazu, Nala escapes. Upon reuniting with Simba, they chat a bit and...
Can you feel the love tonight?
More like, can you feel the love at 2:45 p.m.? Can you feel the love this afternoon? Can you feel the sun today? I don't know. Also, Beyonce, we know you can sing. Your acting is negotiable. Your singing, untouchable. However, Jesus, woman, the melodramatic abuse in this song?
The king I see inside. Can you feel the love tonight?
You're making the intro to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas sound subtle. I need to relax. You want any?
You're gonna drink alcohol? You got any chocolate milk in there?
No. Do you like soda?
No, it's too spicy.
Look, just because you love a movie about royal pussies doesn't mean you have to act like one.
Okay, Boomer.
Way to date the video, Zoomer. So, you don't look to be from around here. You breathe fire?
Literally everyone asks me that. No, I don't. But we Eastern dragons learn to manipulate the weather from a very young age. Watch this.
My TV! My computer! My porn! Fuck!
Oh, I forgot I kinda suck at controlling it. Does this cave come with insurance?
TV, computer, porn,
fuck?
By the way, how long have you been moping around in here anyway? Shouldn't you be out, terrorizing villages, kidnapping princesses, and hoarding piles of gold? You know, like you Western dragons do?
I converted my gold to paper money. I don't kidnap damsels because they're strong, independent women. Plus they taste like glitter and the bras get stuck in my teeth. And I'm not a terrorist. That's just racist, man.
Oh, intriguing! Tell me more!
I see what you're doing. We're finishing this review right now. Back to the movie.
Oh.
After their daylight romp and expressionless flirting, Nala tells Simba all about Scar's treachery, but due to the fear of being judged for his father's death and preferring his relaxed life, he tells Nala where to shove her sense of justice and hope for a savior.
You see, sometimes bad things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it, so why worry?
Yes, sometimes bad people do stupid things and make awful copycats of old movies with less soul than a Maroon 5 song and rake in money from nostalgic fools and children. And there's nothing we can do about it, so why worry? Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Look at the shiny keys and give us your money. Ooh. Also, adult Simba sounds like he's still going through puberty.
Nala, you're gonna love it here. This place is amazing. It's everything you could ever want.
Nala can't stand this new Simba, and she tells him goodbye, leaving him to go off and mope about Nala not understanding his new way of life. Here, Rafiki intercepts the edgy teen and leads him to a spot where he can talk to his sky papa.
Simba, you must take your place in the circle of life.
What, a giant deep-voiced lion in the sky would be too scary for kids? Or was this more of that make it the same but less inspired mentality?
This is criminal! Considering if you've ever seen the behind-the-scenes story of the original, what basically saved the whole production and the team's morale was when one of the storyboard artists boarded a conversation between Simba and the ghost of Mufasa, which ended up being one of the first finalized scenes in the movie. Many people said when they first watched The Lion King, they associated Mufasa with someone dear to them that was gone, and they felt like they were Simba. So in conclusion, this is one of the most impactful and important scenes in the movie. And this is how they fucking show it now! We don't even get to see Mufasa in the clouds!
After his dad says nut up or shut up, Simba nuts up and joins Nala to confront Scar, and if you saw the first movie, you've seen all the following scenes done better. Simba returns to call out Scar, Scar tells Simba he's a murderer, Simba denies with all the believability of a teenager who borrowed the car.
No, it was an accident. I'm...
You're what?
No, I'm...
Then Scar lets it slip that he unalived Mufasa, and then because Scar makes oopsie and lets everyone know his story's bullshit, war happens. Scar runs away like a little bitch, and again you know how this goes. He begs for mercy, calls the hyenas stupid, they hear this and don't help. Simba almost lets Scar live. Scar does like Tobey Maguire and puts some dirt in Simba's eye, only to fail in overpowering the lion that survived on bugs and hedonistic mantras, and subsequently gets his just desserts by becoming just desserts.
So, Aslan is king of Narnia, and the fucking movie finally ends.
So, thoughts?
Are you kidding? I've been waiting for this since D-Day. First of all, they call it a live-action Lion King. No, but it's not live action. It's 100% animated and built artificially on the computer. It's so animated that we said before, they essentially rebuilt Africa from scratch, only including 2 scenes with footage in real-world Africa. However, Disney marketed it as live action because unfortunately the stigma that animation is for children still remains, which is very hypocritical of them because it's a stigma they themselves and their family-friendly Save the Kids movie policies help to create. It's realistic, so they shouldn't show emotions.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Fool. Absolute buffoon. So you say real lions don't laugh or cry like humans do. You think Simba's supposed to be a reflection of a real lion? If so, sorry, you can't interpret an animal allegory to human society. Real lions don't talk, sing, or overthrow governments either. What's your point? This is not a lion. This is a metaphor for a person through the body and experiences of a lion. And if this is supposed to in fact represent a human, it has to react with emotions as a human would. Anthropomorphization 101 here. This is why stylization is just as important as realism. In animation, even if we see things that we know are not real, the brain says, that's okay, because I can grasp that this is supposed to be a metaphor for something else. Something that relates to me as a human. That's what anthropomorphization is, one big metaphor projected onto something that isn't human. In this movie, it's not anthropomorphization, it's surrealism. The Lion King is so good because how well it follows the hero's journey narrative structure, and how we know enough about these characters and this world to give them depth, and little enough to make anyone relate to them. The right amount of info along with the right amount of vagueness is what makes a great story. Every media ever produced is meant to relate to us as humans in some way. Yes, even nature documentaries.
Beyond the pretty but misguided imagery, the story is absolutely the same as before. If your argument is that a good story doesn't need changes, I'd firstly smack you for assuming anything is above correction, and secondly kind of agree. The story is good because it's exactly the same. And why this is a problem is I can turn on The Lion King and watch a nature documentary in the other room with the sound off and experience a lot of what this movie offers. It's not really a reimagining because nothing major is different. It's not even a remaster because that implies it's taking what's there and improving the quality, and quality is a subjective view. Taking an Iron Maiden album and remastering it means you make small tweaks, re-record certain parts, and salvage what was there at a higher production value. Not replacing the vocalist, changing the tuning, and changing parts you either didn't like or think people have outgrown. That's not what a remaster is. If you like this movie, I'm not going to hate you for it, because I don't hate this movie. I love The Lion King, but this isn't The Lion King. There's nothing here to hate because nothing new was presented on most levels to make a significant impact on me. I got upset that a much better film, the original, is being used to market essentially a more hollow copy of itself. But the film itself, were it viewed on its own merits, would be pretty good if it wasn't all stolen. I think the best condensed critique I can give is this.
You have forgotten who you are, and so forgotten me. You are more than what you have become. Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king.
Disney, you shut down your 2D animation department and you stole from those people's imaginations and passion and recreated the same movie with none of the soul. It's as close to theft as a company can legally get without actually stealing. You absolute money-grubbing
poopy heads!
What the albino ramen noodle said.
That fucking sucked.
Yeah, it really did.
It was your idea to watch this.
And it was yours to barge into my house. I could have eaten you instead. Still, glad the movie's over.
You can say that again.
Why? Didn't we get enough repetition? So, I think I have normal milk. Maybe some chocolate sauce somewhere. I guess I could get you that chocolate milk if you're still thirsty.
Oh man, look at the time! Housebreakings sure make time fly right by. I gotta get to ScalyCon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Say, why are you going to a ScalyCon anyway?
It's for research, okay? Anyway! Hey, I'm glad you let me stay. Little old me, who you probably barely remember. I'm sure there's closer relatives you'd rather have over.
Closer relatives?
Well, anyway, I'm gonna hit the... well, what's this for?
I don't know.
Maybe this would have been even better if you watched something a little less shitty. I'll come back to visit someday, or you visit me. Either way, I'm picking the fucking movie. No whisker-cutting threat will change that. Got it?
Got it.
Then be seeing you, Shady Pie.
Call me that again and I'll cut up your whole body like sushi.
Sure, whatever, Mr. Grumpy.
Oh yeah, well you know what?
Here we go
you know
again.
what? I didn't even invite you in, but you broke it.
Yeah,
you broke it. I was happy you were here. I was having fun, and now you're arguing with me over something stupid. Why are you like this? I mean, I don't know if you are like this all the time. Hey, shut up! I'm talking.
Scream internally, cut me out to blood. Break my every bone, I will not crawl home. I am shattered like my dream, and my broken heart is bruised. Do you really think that you can know the truth? In a world that is forgotten, silence we create, and the distance lightning is falling.